Good afternoon. Please remain standing. I am Dr. Andrea Milner, Vice President and Dean of Academic Affairs at Adrian College. On behalf of the college, I welcome you, as well as those of you who are watching us over in Herrick Chapel. We are thrilled to have you here to celebrate our annual matriculation ceremony. Gentlemen, please remove your hats as Dr. Kristen Boggs-Clark sings America the Beautiful.
Oh, beautiful for spacious skies, for amber waves of grain, for purple mountain majesties above the fruited plain. America, America, God shed His grace on thee, and crown thy good with brotherhood from sea to shining sea.
Thank you. You may be seated. As you may know, matriculation ceremonies have been held for hundreds of years and find their roots in European colleges and universities. They are designed to celebrate transitions. This transition recognizes that our outstanding freshman class is transitioning from home to a new home, from high school to college, from teen years to adulthood. To begin our ceremony, I would like to introduce the Reverend Dr. Chris Momini, our college chaplain.
As the dean has mentioned, I am Chaplain Chris Momini, the college pastor and an instructor in the Department of Philosophy Religion. I'm also known as Pastor Chris, and in the vernacular by students often as, quote, PC, unquote. Happy to get to know you. There is a chapel service every Wednesday at noon in the college chapel. My office is located in Valade Hall, and next Sunday, students, please join us next Sunday at 10 a.m. for an ecumenical, meaning people from all backgrounds invited to the special chapel service next Sunday at 10 a.m. Before the prayer, I want to introduce you to a term that comes from the very first president of Adrian College. The term is, quote, intrinsic worth, end quote. It's a kind of worth or value. It's a dignity, a supreme value. And our first college president, President Asa Mahan, used to speak of it when he spoke of the value all people possess. You, students, and everyone else have an intrinsic worth. And we take that seriously here. Think about that as you tackle this thing called college, and as you interact with one another. May it be the way that you are treated, and may it be the way that you treat others. Let us pray. At the beginning of a new school year, O God of wisdom, we offer thanks and praise for the gift of new beginnings and for the opportunity to learn and to wonder. Be with us as we face the challenge of new tasks, of any fear or expectations brought by the self or others. In our learning and in our teaching, may we be free to grow in service to others and in love for all your people. Amen.
Thank you, Reverend Momini. Our next speaker is someone you may have already met, Dr. Jeffrey R. Docking, the 17th president of Adrian College. He has led Adrian College to historic levels in academic quality, student services, enrollment, and our successful Renaissance initiatives. He will share his thoughts about this day. President Docking.
Distinguished faculty, staff, members of the Board of Trustees, friends of Adrian College, students, and our friends in the chapel just next door, it is my great privilege to introduce you to the newest members of the Adrian College family, the incoming class of 2022. Let's give them a round of applause. Students, we are very glad that you are here, and we will look forward to getting to know you better over the next 4 years. Of course, we are also happy to welcome your wonderful parents, grandparents, brothers, sisters, aunts, uncles, whoever else you brought with you today to join us on this great day. For those of us on this stage, today is one of the most exciting days of the year. We love to see the wonder and anticipation in the eyes of our new students, as all of you anxiously await all of the amazing experiences that will define your college years. You stand today, students, on the threshold of an absolutely magical time in your life, a time of significant growth, introspection, self-awareness, challenge, and opportunity, a time that you will always look back on as very special years, never experienced before you arrive today and never replicated after you graduate. You will make incredible friends that you will cherish for the rest of your life, and meet professors who will impact you so profoundly that you will insist on coming back to homecoming year after year just to thank them one more time for what they taught you and what they've meant to you. And I see it every year when I'm out meeting alums. And yet, students, we know that in the midst of this excitement, there are feelings of anxiety, academic anxiety, fear of the unknown, and sadness of having to leave home. That also is part of today. But I want to repeat that many of us on this stage know exactly how you feel. And just as a big group of football players was sort of roaming around campus to help you lug stuff out of your car into your dorm room, so too are all of us on this stage, anxious and willing to help you make this successful transition. So you have many new friends and supporters at Adrian College. You will fit in here, and you will really enjoy the great land of Adrian. And now a word to the parents. My wife, Beth, who actually is sitting in the back of the auditorium, although it's too dark, I can't see her back there. We've both dropped off 4 children at college. So we know intimately the feelings of leaving your son or daughter today. In our family of 6, we describe it as the ultimate bittersweet experience. It is bitter, because as our children move away, it certainly does represent the parting of the nuclear family that we have known and loved for so many years, and it hurts to break it up. We know that. And yet it is sweet, because parents, we know deep down that there is nothing more that we should want for our children than to see them enroll in a private, selective institution like this one that got far above 5,000 applications for freshman admission. So recognizing that you have been there to support your son or daughter until this momentous day, we want to recognize you, parents, in 2 small ways. Every parent should have received a coin inscribed with the words of Dennis Waitley: "The greatest gifts you can give your children are the roots of responsibility and the wings of independence. For roughly 18 years, parents, you have given them roots. Today, you give them wings, and we celebrate this with you. The second way we recognize you is with the paper, pen, and the envelope that you should have received when you came here today. On the piece of paper, sometime today, it doesn't have to be during the ceremony, perhaps you had a minute before folks came in, maybe later today, take that piece of paper and share your thoughts with your child on this day, your hopes for them, your dreams for them, what you want them to get from college. And 4 years from now, we will not open this envelope, we will not read what you write, but 4 years from now, we will tuck that envelope in with their diploma on the commencement stage and give it to them as a reminder of all that you had hoped for them. So you may write something short, you may write something long. It's not an English assignment. The wonderful English professors behind me won't be grading it. We won't be looking at punctuation. So just write whatever comes to mind. If you did not receive the envelope and the paper and the pen, you can pick it up from others around campus. Today, baskets will be available as you leave. You probably heard this already beforehand, and you can drop it in there. So to the parents, I say congratulations. Congratulations on raising the type of child who can be admitted to this type of institution. Congratulations on raising young adults with values that embrace higher education and a life of meaning, purpose, and consequence. If you are a parent of an incoming student, here or in the chapel, chapel's got to do it too, I would please ask you to stand. Stand right now, parents. So that all of us on this stage, but most importantly, your sons and daughters, can give you a round of applause to say thank you for all that you have given them to make this a reality. All right, parents, you can sit down, because now it's on the students. And now to the students. I encourage each of you students to look around at your new class. Over 700 students strong, and I'm sure you've heard time and time again, in the 159-year history of this college, the largest freshman class ever. It's unbelievable. Okay, let's give that a round of applause. Over half of the states in the United States are represented in your class. I think we have 26, 27 states, 5 Canadian provinces, and 5 additional countries to add to all the other countries we have on campus, the Czech Republic, Italy, Japan, South Africa, and Sweden. One of the incoming students is a quadruplet. Sort of cool. But what happened to the other 3? Why aren't they here? I want to know that. Come on, Mom and Dad. One incoming student was adopted from Kazakhstan, sort of cool. 39 legacy students, meaning that their moms and dads went to Adrian College. And all of these are achievements, many past achievements that are great in all of you. The leadership you showed in high school, all that you've done. But as wonderful as these will all be eclipsed in college. And you will achieve them together. That's the neat thing. The great thing about a small college, you get to know each other and your achievements you can celebrate together. Now, many of you, over the years ahead, I hope will travel overseas to distant lands through our amazing study abroad program, and I like to use this opportunity to say, students, that I consider the single most important learning experience that you can undertake in college is to study abroad. And if you can do it with your schedules, and I know it's tough, but most can, you should try to do it. Getting overseas is great. Others of you will present just great research projects during your senior or junior year in our capstone academic presentation called Ribbons of Excellence Day. And still others will sing together in the college choir, play together on the college band, write together for the student newspaper, and join as athletic teams on the fields, floors, and ice, do battle against our bitter rivals. Through these athletic experience, athletes, you will undoubtedly experience tremendous victories and devastating defeats. And at that time, you will feel like you will never get over it. But through it all, you will get over the defeats, and you will share in the victories, because you will do it together. One group of friends, the class of 2022. And I would like to note to all of you students that I would be remiss if I did not mention that sitting in the audience today may be your future spouse. Okay, I'm just saying. Crazy as it sounds, love has taken root here before, all right? Dads, I got a daughter, so I know that's like, ooh, I don't know. But it's happened, all right? I'm just saying it's happened. But it is important to point out today that the ultimate goal of education is to give you the tools that you need to create a better world for your community, for your family, students, and for yourself. And it is in this spirit that we gave you a small gift today when you entered the auditorium. If you haven't opened your little bag, please open it. In the bag, you will find a marble with the entire earth printed, like every bit of the earth printed upon this little marble. You will notice on this cool little marble that the snow-capped mountains of Colorado are indeed snow-capped. The great rainforests of South America are lush green. Iceland is icy, and wonderful rivers traverse through all the land, students. But what you won't see on this marble, what is missing, are the borders that divide people. No lines to distinguish war zones. No boundaries between races, religions, and cultures. One planet, one human race sharing in the rich resources that God has given to all of us. So allow your education students to build on this thought, because it was Nelson Mandela who said education is the most powerful weapon which we can use to change the world. As representatives of Adrian College, I hope this statement will be true for each and every one of you. So before I conclude, allow me to give you two suggestions, students, that I believe will make your college experience much more successful. You may have noticed that today the professors behind me are wearing their regalia, the robes whose style and color indicate the level of distinction that they've achieved in their fields. You will have many opportunities in the coming years to meet them on a more informal basis. My advice is this: don't leave this college 4 years from now without getting to know as many of them personally as possible. Stay after class to ask questions, use their office hours, do research with them. Know them personally. They are Adrian College's most valuable assets. There's no doubt about it. And the opportunity to develop relationships with professors is, in my opinion, the single greatest advantage of coming to a private college like this one. Second suggestion, students, give yourself time to figure it all out, to figure out what you want to do with your life. You don't have to chart out your future overnight or in Chicago later next week. Perhaps you don't know what you want to major in yet, and perhaps you will change your mind several times, and then several more times. The beauty of a small college is that it gives you the chance to discover your passion. If you start in one place and end up graduating in something completely different, that's okay, as long as you find what you love to do, what you're good at, and can make a lasting and positive contribution to whatever professional field you join after graduation. So students, relax and enjoy the moment. You'll be in the swing of things in no time, and I think you'll discover that your college years will go much, much faster than you want them to. We look forward to seeing what you accomplish here and, of course, helping you along the way. In just a few short years, you will think back to this moment and wonder, where did all the time go? And even more, you will recognize that you should be very, very proud of all that you have done. Welcome to Adrian College, students. It is great to have you here. One more round of applause for our class. And now, it is my great pleasure to introduce the chairman of the Adrian College Board of Trustees, Mr. Patrick Farver. Patrick.
Thank you all. On behalf of the Board of Trustees of Adrian College, it is my distinct honor and pleasure to be part of this celebration, where we welcome all of you to this exciting new chapter in your lives. For 159 years, Adrian College has been dedicated to graduating successful, civic-minded individuals who will apply their skills and knowledge to improving our world. As we recognize the class of 2022, we affirm the importance of this institution's mission and purpose. I speak today from a special perspective as a trustee. Trustees are volunteers who give of their time, talents, and treasure because they believe Adrian College provides a kind of education that makes a difference in the lives of young people. It is therefore with a sense of pride that I congratulate you for the hard work that you have done and offer best wishes on your impending journey. And I congratulate and thank all of the parents and family members, faculty, staff, and friends who have helped these students along the way. This is your day also. Now, I would like to introduce Dr. Carissa Massey, our Dean of Students. Thank you.
Thank you and welcome. As Dean of Graduate Studies, I'd like to welcome you on behalf of Academic Affairs, and we look forward to sharing your academic journey with you the next 4 years. With over 50 majors, we know you will have a great experience with us that prepares you for your personal and professional aspirations. I hope, too, that you will consider staying and studying in one of our 5 graduate programs in accounting, athletic training, criminal justice, sport administration and leadership, and teacher education. I'd like to share with you the mission of Adrian College and our academic vision, as this frames your journey here and it informs all that we do. Our mission states, Adrian College, a liberal arts college in the United Methodist tradition, is committed to the pursuit of truth and to the dignity of all people. Through active and creative learning in a supportive community, undergraduate and graduate students are challenged to achieve excellence in their academic, personal, and professional lives, and to contribute to a more socially just society. As an extension of the mission, the faculty have created educational goals that we all strive to meet that we call the Ribbons of Excellence. These goals are rooted in a tradition at Adrian College called the Passing of the Shepherd's Crook, which takes place in the cane ceremony during commencement. The graduating class presents the Shepherd's Crook to the junior class as a symbol of achievement and a transfer of responsibility. Each graduating class attaches its colors to the cherished staff using ribbon that bears the names of each class member. And to my left here, you'll see our Shepherd's Crook with all of the names of all of the classes since the tradition began. After 4 meaningful years, your leaders will affix your name on a ribbon to this crook on graduation day. The Ribbons of Excellence are caring for humanity in the world, learning throughout a lifetime, thinking critically, crossing boundaries and disciplines, and developing creativity. As you look at your marble of the world, think about how these ribbons support your plans of becoming well-rounded intellectuals. You will do this by crossing boundaries and disciplines that prepare you for a lifetime of learning. The goal of serving others by caring for humanity in the world and creating a better world by a critical and creative thinker. Students and parents and all who are here today, the Ribbons of Excellence establish a tradition that will be in place throughout the history of Adrian College. We are all part of something important and special. Now I would like to introduce you to Dr. Frank Rebar, the Vice President for Enrollment and Student Affairs. Many of you know Frank already personally, but if you don't, rest assured he knows exactly who you are. He and his colleagues have been hard at work all year to bring the right students to Adrian College. Frank, would you please step forward and say a few words? Thank you.
Good afternoon. For the Adrian College staff members who are on the front lines of our enrollment efforts, namely your admissions counselors and coaches, this day is a lot like Christmas Day. You see, having you all finally here on campus is like opening over 700 gifts. Now, each of you is special to us, so I want to be clear that there will be no gift returns, no exchanges, and no re-gifting. We like you just the way you are. Truly, your unique interests, ideas, questions, skills, and talents are welcomed and indeed appreciated. Over 6,000 students, high school seniors from around the nation and indeed the world, hoped to attend Adrian College this fall, and yet we wanted you, the most accomplished among them. This is our day to celebrate you, our incoming class, and the talent, intellect, aspirations you bring to our community. Seated on this stage are some of the outstanding faculty members who will soon be your mentors, advisors, and maybe even friends. They have worked to become experts in their field, and they continually strive to be innovative in the classroom. Your professors will be stimulating, challenging, and tough. Your classmates will partner with you, compete with you, and teach you along with your professors. Your courses will take you into intellectual directions you never imagined. The range of academic disciplines at our college are indeed exceptional, and the pathways they can lead to are infinite. It's now your job to make all of those connections. So, in the presence of this esteemed faculty and in the presence of your families, I encourage each of you to make academic achievement your highest priority. To paraphrase Mike Duffy, our Director of Athletics, Adrian is a college of over 50 academic programs, 44 intercollegiate sports, and yet one specific mission: your future success. This day and this ceremony mark a turning point in your life. You are now an Adrian College student. We have honored you by having one flag for each of the 26 states, 5 countries, and 5 provinces that you call home displayed on this stage. These flags will be proudly displayed in the Kane Student Center throughout the next 4 years. Dr. Milner, respected member of our distinguished faculty, as the liaison of the admissions office, I have in my hands this scroll, a new and larger scroll, I might point out, which includes the names of each of these talented men and women who comprise the Adrian College class of 2022. And it is my honor to formally present this to you as the Vice President and Dean of Academic Affairs.
Vice President Rebar, on behalf of the Adrian College faculty and staff of the Division of Academic Affairs, I warmly and wholeheartedly accept these future scholars, campus leaders, and active learners, the Adrian College class of 2022. Thank you. Thank you. Now, I am pleased to introduce our Parent Council representative, Mrs. Sarah Tapp. Her daughter Madeline is a recent 2018 graduate of Adrian College, and her son Liam is a current sophomore. Mrs. Tapp.
Thank you, Dr. Milner. President Docking, faculty, staff, incoming class of 2022, transfer students and parents, as a current member of the Parent Council and Parent Club, it's my honor and pleasure to welcome all new students and parents to Adrian College. Students, your time at Adrian College will have many challenges and successes. Your professors, teammates, and friends will all challenge you to be. More importantly, you will challenge yourself. Your success will depend on you and the energy and effort that you bring to the experience. You are determining the person that you will be. Work hard, make friends, form lifelong relationships, and enjoy your time here at Adrian College, because it really will go by faster than you can ever imagine. Thank you.
Thank you, Mrs. Tapp. Next to speak is Dr. David Bartley, who is a distinguished member of the Department of Chemistry and Biochemistry and is the director of our honors program.
Thank you, Vice President Milner. Students, I look forward to working with you during the next 4 years. I know that you will learn and have experiences that will transform your lives. This is an exciting time to join the Adrian College family. We've got a growing faculty. We've recently seen completion of additions and renovations to Peel and Jones Halls, as well as the Marilat Sports and Fitness Center. And last year, Davis and Freeman, the freshman halls, were remodeled. While you are students here, you will see additional updates to our academic, student, and athletic spaces as well, including soon-to-come renovations to Mahan Hall, which houses our art and interior design departments. Parents and loved ones, I hope you've had a chance to look around our beautiful campus. If not, I encourage you to take a quick tour before you leave today. On behalf of the faculty of Adrian College, I want to assure you that your children are in great hands and that we are working our hardest to provide an education that is second to none. And to the members of the class of 2022, welcome to Adrian College. It's a great day to be a Bulldog.
Thank you, Dr. Bartley. Now, I would like to introduce you to someone whom you will soon know as a classmate, a friend, and a mentor, Kayla Durbin, president of the class of 2019.
Thank you, Vice President Milner. Students, as you take your first steps onto Adrian College for the 2018-2019 academic year, I hope you remember to cherish every moment you have created or will create at this institution. Adrian College is more than just a private college, it is a home away from home. Here at Adrian, there is a community full of students, faculty, and staff that can provide you with the opportunities you need to succeed. Organizations such as the Student Government Association, Campus Activities Network, athletic teams, Greek life, and a number of other organizations and clubs on campus will provide you with the avenues to build relationships through networking. The connections that you make here will last a lifetime and help develop you into the professional you want to become before leaving Adrian College. Alexander Graham Bell once stated, "When one door closes, another opens, but we often look so long and so regretfully upon the closed door that we do not see the one which has opened for us." Students, do not dwell on the past. Instead, think of this school year as a fresh start. Make new memories, try new things, and most importantly, set and achieve new goals. Over the years, Adrian College's campus has changed immensely. However, the ideals of this institution have remained the same since its founding in 1859. The ribbons of excellence, which you heard about from Dean Massey, symbolize the values we believe in and help guide everyone at Adrian toward success. Once again, I hope that each and every one of you create memories at Adrian College that will last a lifetime. But most importantly, I hope you come into this academic year with the mindset to achieve greatness and success. Thank you.
Thank you, Senior Class President Kayla. It is now my privilege to introduce the Director of Alumni Relations, Mrs. Marcia Fielder, class of 2000, who will make a few comments.
President Docking, faculty, staff, students, and families, good afternoon. On behalf of the Adrian College Alumni Association and the Alumni Board of Directors, it is my pleasure to say congratulations on your admission to this great institution and welcome the class of 2022 to the Adrian College family. Parents and families, you have entrusted your loved ones to us, and we are honored to help them reach alumni status in just a few short years. In my position as alumni director, as an alumna, and as a parent of 3 former college students, I've seen both ends of this experience, from brand new to campus to walking across commencement stage and onto a new world of career and an even larger community and world. What doesn't change much in those 4 years is how you feel today. Perhaps a little anxious, but excited. A little alone, but knowing new friends are within reach. And wondering if you're really ready to take this step. Those feelings return when you're graduating and on to a bigger world. For both, it takes just a few weeks to get into your new comfort zone as you participate in class, in student activities, in residence life, or later, side by side with fellow employees in your new job and new home after graduation. Adrian College faculty and staff will help prepare you for today and for your future. We have nearly 60 Adrian College alumni who work on campus, and they, along with hundreds of other alumni off campus, are a resource during your undergraduate experience for internships, job shadowing, mentoring, and more. Whether you want to learn about a particular profession or just have questions about moving from campus to the city for your first real job, alumni have been where you are and are willing to help share their experience. For now, get involved and take advantage of the opportunities which present themselves, and soon you'll find your new home is here. You will become a part of our history and connected with everyone who has ever passed through Adrian College. You'll become a bulldog for life. Best wishes, class of 2022.
Please welcome our final speaker, Mrs. Melinda Schwinn, Dean of Student Life at Adrian College.
Thank you, Dr. Milner. Good afternoon. Welcome to what will hopefully be the best years of your life. There are many ways to get involved here, and I encourage you to take advantage of all we have to offer. There are over 75 clubs and organizations on this campus. Adrian College strives to be a community characterized as thinking, caring, inclusive, and active. Such a community requires that its members, having made a choice to join their community, strive to improve themselves, affirm others, and actively involve themselves in enhancing this community. The ideals require that the explicit, clear, and high expectations will be for one another. To affirm your commitment with these principles, students, please rise. Are you falling asleep on me? On the back of your program, all of you have the back of the program, you will find the Student Code of Conduct. Please recite along with me, publicly acknowledging your commitment to these principles. We take responsibility for our own learning and personal development. We challenge each other to develop intellectually and ethically. We practice personal and academic integrity. We consider and seek to understand different ideas and viewpoints. We conduct ourselves with dignity and civility in our interactions with one another. We care about others' welfare and seek to be responsive for their needs. We strive to keep one another safe from physical and emotional harm. We respect the dignity and worth of all persons. We celebrate human differences in their many forms. We confront bigotry with caring and without compromise. We respect the rights and properties of others. We take responsibility for our actions, bear the consequences of those actions, and learn from them. We challenge others to take responsibility for their actions, to bear the consequences, and learn from them. After today's ceremony and throughout the week, we ask you to solidify your commitment to our community's standards by signing the Welcome Class of 2022 banner. This will be located outside of Dawson and the chapel, and you can sign the banner from now until 7:00 p.m. this evening. Starting tomorrow, you can sign the banner on the floor of the Kane Student Center, and we will then hang this banner in the Student Center for all to see. Thank you. Please be seated. I now have a few housekeeping details to relay to you. Students, at the conclusion of this ceremony, you will have about an hour break, and then I ask you to report back in front of the chapel just outside the auditorium, where you will find the group leaders holding up AC gold signs with your group number on them. Your group number is located on the front of your folder. Please bring your folder with you at 3:00 p.m. Parents, just a reminder, we have some optional parent sessions beginning at 3:00 p.m. A complete list of those are included in your schedule. If you RSVP'd for the parent dinner with President and Mrs. Docking, we will see you at 4 p.m. in the Adrian Tobias room, of which I've been notified that we do have a few more tables available if you're still interested. The Adrian Tobias room is connected to our dining hall. And also, please remember to drop off your note to your child in the bins outside of the auditorium. If you have any questions, you will find members of my staff outside the auditorium wearing black polo shirts. Please do not hesitate to ask someone for help. Also, free ice cream is available outside the trustee terrace for students and families members as you are exiting the building. Please feel free to stop by and enjoy this treat on us. The ceremony will now conclude with Reverend Momini, followed by the singing of the Alma Mater.
Please hear these words of benediction. The Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord make his face to shine upon you and be gracious unto you. The Lord lift up his countenance upon you and give you peace. Amen. To conclude the ceremony, please rise and join Dr. Kristen Boggs-Clark again, who will lead us in singing the Alma Mater found on the back of your program. I didn't want to step in front of you or on your toes.
Alma Mater, wise and glorious, shrine of light and home of truth, over fate and trials victorious, Christ